Yeah, hi there. These comments are for AA. And I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And thank you for completing the integrated speaking practice test. I think this is the third one we've done so far in my online TOEFL course. And it's a listening, speaking, casual. So this is for the TOEFL. We call this the integrated speaking practice test number 5. All right, so let's hear it.
The lecture discusses how can educators make their classrooms more lovely for their students.
Now, it's not just lovely, more interactive. But you want to say how can. The lecture discusses how teachers can make the learning more interactive for their students. So that's a noun clause. So you want to use a question, actually you want to use statement, not question word order with noun clauses.
First of all, according to the lecture, the students learn faster when the teaching is done actively.
No, it's interactively, not actively. So make sure you're using the right words. You could even use a synonym. The students learn more when they're involved in the teaching with their instructor.
For instance, during teaching a student the basics of addition, he will learn faster if the learning done by asking a student to pick out pencils. The number is equal. He will learn faster if the learning done by asking a student.
If the learning is done, so don't forget to put your verb in that dependent clause.
Student to pick out pencils. The number is.
So here it's clear you're having some language use issues, you're having some problems trying to re-explain the information. What does that tell you? That tells you you need a little bit more vocabulary and more grammar practice. Now you know that in the English language program we have a writing lab and we have a grammar lab. I think it'd be a good idea for you to go to the grammar lab maybe a couple of times a week and practice maybe putting some sentences together and then getting some feedback from the instructors.
Well, that is the solution of the problem. Second of all, according to the listening, if the teacher is able to make activities in their class.
Again, you're missing that verb in the dependent clause.
Of the problem. Second of all, according to the listening, if the teacher is able to make activities.
If the teacher is able to make
activities in their classrooms, such as role play, the students don't feel boring, and they are able to focus to their subjects for a long time.
I would say focus on, I think you said 2, but let me check.
And they are able to focus to their.
Yeah, focus on their studies.
Subjects for a long time.
They're able to concentrate more on their subjects, you could say. That's even better word.
Also, according to the speaker, the students become more friendly with their teachers and don't look for their teacher as someone just give the students work. That makes students more active listening. Finally, a doctor who's give kids.
I like your use of transition words as you go through the response in order to show how the ideas are connected. That is a good strategy.
They like to visit him or visit the doctor. The students like a teacher who's encourage them.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the rubrics here and we'll figure out your score. I think on this one you understand more or less what you have listened to. You're able to explain it to some extent, but let's face it, you have some grammar and vocabulary limitations. And these things are making it hard for you to express your ideas, at least completely express your ideas. So some things that you can do in my online course are pretty simple. You can go to the grammar part of my course. I think that's the 3rd section. I want you to study noun clauses, adjective clauses, adverb clauses. That's a great start. And so you had some language use issues. You had some problems with either, you said active teaching, you said interactive teaching. So kind of, it's not exactly the right word that you needed to use there. So sometimes, and that's probably partly a pronunciation issue, right? Okay, so your score here, I'm going to put you at about 2.3 out of 4, about 18 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Now let's take a look at our syllabus. If you go to the syllabus, page 9, So you scored 2.3. This is going to put you at 80% on this assignment.